it's a process for bringing about change that we aspire to for our community and by our community. The Innovators Training is a practice that one can carry out internally, which is focused on how people and organizations can turn outward and gain public knowledge, primarily from their communities. And then when you marry public knowledge with expert knowledge, and it is the expert knowledge that most organizations have, that's the data points, that's the demographics, that's the definition of the problems based on the data that a community faces. When you marry public knowledge with expert knowledge, those two can inform what and how you operate in a community. By turning outward, many of us in community organizations tend to focus on what we know. We do that with our boards, we do it with our leadership teams, and we decide based on what we know or think we know about what kinds of programs, initiatives, and the way we're going to carry out our work. Turning outward is a process we learn to ask the community, ask those outside of our organization, ask our ostensibly target population whose lives we're trying to impact, what it is that they aspire for. What kind of a community do they want for themselves? We can then, as an organization, decide on what types of programmatic efforts, what types of initiatives, and how we should be delivering them based on the needs of the community as defined by the public knowledge we've acquired by conducting community conversations. Therefore, we can be better spending our resources. Now, the resources that we're spending not only are financial, they are the advocacy, the volunteers that we utilize, the political clout that we have, the credibility that we have, the way we can put it to use. So we can better align our resources, money, advocacy, volunteer, and intellectual capital, on the change efforts that our community aspires to for itself. The process is one where one can build trust in the community, whereby people are asked the question, so what do you want for your community? What is the community that you would like to live and work in? What does it look like? Rarely are people asked that question. And as we collect that at the United Way, for example, we've spoken to over 400 or 500 people in our community. We have then themed those conversations. We've themed the results, and we have found that there are a number of patterns that exist about what people want from all different types of people. The opportunity to learn how to learn, the opportunities to learn how and to actually practice working together and collaborating to build the connective tissue, as some would say, to learn how to build the relationships, as others would say, between people and between organizations and parts of its community, and community to community.